Hello again. I'm letting you know that it is week 3 post-op, and in this video I decided to get a little haircut, just a little trim, which basically turned into a completely different hairdo. Don't we all know that story way too well? I'm also struggling with my new appearance, adjusting to things, not because it's better or worse, but just because it's different, and getting used to that is a whole bunch of emotions. So let's cut to it. You don't want to explain what you've done, Mum, on camera? So video footage of this?
Well, I've actually chopped. I thought I was going to chop 2 inches, but I reckon that's about 3.
She basically had gone from this to that.
Oh my god, it's probably about 4 over this side.
Mum! Oh my god. So I was getting a trim? Hair grows, that's a good thing.
Yes.
Lordy Jesus. This is potentially, I'm gonna look like the hairdressers say, and I'm gonna look like I have a bowl cut, like a helmet head of some kind.
And having your hair cut at the same time as having your face changed is probably a good idea because you confuse the fuck out.
Okay, I gotta stay still for this. Mum, make sure it's even on both sides.
I have to come to the front to check that.
At least it didn't cost me anything.
This is Mum cutting.
Oh. Okay, so it is Saturday the 8th of Feb. I am 2 weeks, 3 days post-op, and we're having a little bit of a down day, but I think that's partly because I didn't have a great sleep last night. Probably finally went to sleep at about midnight, and then I woke up at like, I'm gonna say 5-ish, I think, because my eyes were stinging again. I'm pretty sure it's because right before I went to sleep, I was like using a tissue with my nose, and like in the dark, the tissue kind of like flapped into my eye and literally got caught on my eye, and that really irritated my eye. And then I went to sleep, and I think I might have been rubbing my eyes in my sleep, which meant that I was irritating them even further. And I woke up with like the classic stingy kind of pain that I was having in hospital and for a couple of days afterwards. So I just put the Zyrtex eye drops in my eyes, and I got an ice pack and I just held it on them, and then it like went away, got better. But that meant that I like only slept for 5 hours, and then I had a bit of trouble getting back to sleep after that, partly because I was hungry but couldn't be bothered getting up and making breakfast because I was too tired and I just wanted to sleep. And so I think I woke up again at 8, and I got out of bed and I made myself my classic smoothie with my banana, my yogurt, my eggs, strawberries and all that. I watched a bit of TV for like 45 minutes, and I've been lying in bed pretty much since it's midday now. It's 12, and I like meditated for a bit because I found that my mind's running, not even like about like surgery stuff, I don't know, just won't shut up today. I'm thinking I might need to do some exercise, light exercise, because I don't have much energy. But I figure if I get up and I either go for a walk or get on the bike for a bit and just try and like physically exhaust myself a bit more, I'll be able to sleep, because I have to. Geez, this is wobbling. See, I feel really weak today, and I felt really weak yesterday, and I think it's poor sleep. But the thing is, I think it's partly because I'm pretty much spending all day in bed too. I mean, I'm not, but I'll like wake up in the morning, I'll make myself my breakfast, I'll do a bit of reading in bed or like watch TV, and that's just being stagnant. Like I'll go for a walk in the afternoon and it'll be a decent walk, like, you know, half an hour or whatever, but nothing compared to what you would do if you were not recovering from your surgery. Like I just haven't been doing much, and I think my body's restless, and I get that way even when I'm not sick. In terms of everything else, I've noticed I'm sore, a bit more sore than usual in my like gums, and I got like sharp pains every now and again, and this side of my chin is a lot more sensitive than this side, and I have less feeling on this side. So when I touch on here, it kind of like, it's like a burning and a like just sensitive area, and it's like the touch lingers. Like when I go like that, I can almost feel my fingers staying there afterwards, whereas when I touch here, it's just like, okay, there's my fingers, and then there's not my fingers, and like it works. So I think that's just my nerves coming back. Yeah, we still feel really puffy, we still look quite puffy. It kind of hasn't changed much for like the past week, I'd say. It's just going down really slowly now, and that's frustrating. I think my nose is slightly less puffy. It's kind of weird. I don't know. When I look at myself in the mirror, I feel like it looks different to how it looks. Sorry, I keep on looking at myself. I feel like it looks different to how it looks in the video, but who knows? That could just be my brain doing some weird stuff. My nose is still really dry and has been peeling. I think I have a bit more feeling in my upper lip today. Yeah, I don't know. Still having a bit of trouble talking. Just gotta hope it all settles eventually, and it will. I'm sure I'll be very different 3 months from now. Or maybe I won't, I don't know. I just kind of, like, I didn't really have an issue with how I looked prior to surgery. I wasn't gonna do the surgery unless it was gonna significantly have like positive effects in terms of function and function and breathing and, you know, sleeping and talking and eating and everything. Not so much like an aesthetic change, because I didn't really have an issue with the way I looked. I mean, now when I look at videos I took right before surgery, I can tell I have an underbite and it looks a bit, you know, different from a regular bite. And aesthetically, I think my teeth do look better now, but it's really not. It's kind of like, I think even if you're doing the surgery for an aesthetic reason as well as a functional reason, because usually it's a combination of both. How do I put it? It's like you don't necessarily look better or worse. Like, this is in your own head, or at least in my own head, because like other people might tell you, oh, you know, you look so much better, or not really comment because they think you look funny now, whatever. But I look at myself in the mirror and it will, like, I will literally change how I feel every day. And I think that's the same with everyone. Like, you have ups and downs with, you know, how much you're accepting yourself on a day-to-day basis, and it's kind of just this lifelong battle of learning to love yourself. But I feel like I just look different. I don't necessarily look better or worse. I just look different right now. And like, for 20 years I looked the way that I did, and I got used to it. And I, like, as the braces changed, it was kind of like all of these changes I thought of as temporary, so I kind of just accepted them, and I didn't have a serious issue with how I looked. And it's almost like now I have to learn to love myself again and learn to love this new face. And like, dead honest, sometimes you don't and sometimes you do, and it's just like this back and forth thing, and it depends on your mood and like what you've been doing that day, and even just like the mood of those around you. Like, you just gotta take this whole thing as an emotional roller coaster, and it's just every single day is a milestone at this point. But I feel like it's tricky to explain. It's kind of like, it's like this combination of happy and sad, because you're so happy that the surgery's over, that your bite's gonna be fixed. You know, you no longer have that underbite, the surgery went well, you're healing well, recovery's going alright. But then there's the whole flip side of, okay, now you look different and you're having trouble talking and you still can't chew food and you get sharp pains every now and again, and even though it's 2.5 weeks later, you still have like this constant ache in your mouth, and you're puffy and you're swollen and you're uncomfortable when you lie down. You just, I don't know. It's just the recovery process, and you just gotta take it one day at a time and make sure that you have your escapes, like whether that's a book or hanging out with people, and in short bursts, because you get exhausted and you just want to have a lie down after a while. I think to be honest. I'm going to try the exercise thing. I think that's going to help me out a bit. Yeah, last night Mum decided to trim my hair and ended up chopping approximately 3 inches. So that's a classic stitch for you. What you do. Anywho, hair grows. I think today is particularly hard for me because I've got to go to my cousin's 21st tonight, and like seeing everyone is just a lot. Yeah. So, and it's not, like I say, it's not like good or bad, and you can't really box it like that. It's just overwhelming. That's it. And you're like, whoa, all this stuff is happening to me physically, emotionally. It's just a lot. Yeah. We're ticking along, and we can eat in 1 week and 4 days. How exciting is that? I had 4 fingers up, people. That's the other thing I'm still really getting used to is my smile, because it doesn't look the way it did beforehand. And I think that's partly just because my my muscles haven't settled and everything. My lips look all fucking weird when they move. But I think it'll all settle. I'm positive that it will all settle. We just gotta take it as it comes. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think my teeth have moved. I think they're still 1 millimeter overcorrected. But hot damn, my teeth look straight. It's just not something I'm used to yet. This bite. Yeah. I mean, my teeth don't come together properly yet. The orthodontic work will improve that situation. Then we will be able to bite into sandwiches, into lettuce leaves, and it will be glorious. That is where we're at. Alrighty. Ta-ta. Yeah. And that, people, is the end of the video. I don't know why I have a British accent right now. But yeah, just give it a like, give it a thumbs up, give it a share. Whatever you're feeling, really. So, I'll see you next time.